Happy 35th anniversary.
Yes.
Yes. I'm sure this night is pretty special for you, especially for, one of the key producers of the Jody Watley self-debut album. So what does this celebratory night mean to you?
It means that Jody and her music will continue to, dazzle people, because I think it means her music has stood the test of time.
Mm-hmm.
And, hopefully, in 35 more years,
yes.
it'll still be out there, telling people that, music is the way.
Yes, exactly. Yes, love it. And did you know that the album would reach its platinum status and beyond, as well globally? Did you realize it was going to do all that?
I have to say I kind of did. I mean, we were doing it. It was really special. It felt really good.
Mm-hmm.
We were having fun doing it because I think, sometimes the music, you feel, the energy is in the music, and you kind of put, like, your vibe into it, and it's really kind of, it was kind of fun.
Yeah.
I liked it, so yeah.
If you could describe the talent of Jody Watley in 3 words, what would those 3 words be?
Wow. I would say edgy,
yes,
pure, underrated, yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
What's your personal favorite from the Jody Watley debut that you guys wrote together?
Yeah, that's easy. Still a Thrill, because I think that song is going to go down in the funk classic songs of all times. I mean, it's one of the funkiest songs. It's kind of like when I was a kid, Prince and I used to, we used to have a little funk contest, back in my mom's basement and in our house when we were growing up. And, we'd try to out-funk each other. I'd write a song, he'd write a song, try to see if it was funky. And we'd try to think of the funkiest song, the prettiest song. But that's one of those songs, that's right in there. That would have been one that, we'd have pulled that out and been like, because, that was one of my funky.
Yeah.
And she just came with, lyrics and the vibe and just hooked it up. It's an amazing song.
What was it like collaborating with Jody Watley, and talk about her strong vision of how she envisioned herself as a solo artist and writer and subsequent style icon?
Ooh, well, I mean, it's interesting because, she's always very determined. Like I would write maybe 10 songs and put them on a tape and give them to her, and, she might pick 2 or 3, and, which is interesting because, but then she'd come back, and looking for a new love in particular. I remember I'll say, you might want to listen to that first song again. And she came back with the lyrics and everything for it. So, it's and, I mean, really her style is really uncomparable. I mean, there's very few people. I think to this day, I think a lot of, artists, she doesn't really get the recognition, I think, for for the trendsetter she was, for the trailblazer that she was, like Rihanna's and the Beyoncé's, and, I mean, even Selena, I remember, early on, she was like a big Jody Watley fan, and she, was very, into Jody's music, and in fact, some of her people approached me and wanted me to do some stuff with her because she was really into Jody Watley at the time, so yeah.
Everyone knows your connection to Prince. So tell me about the encounter and his reaction regarding looking for a new love. I saw a funny clip from an interview he did, and he shared a story I never heard. So, tell me about that encounter and his reaction.
Well, yeah, interesting. Well, I know we were, Jody, was, up for Grammy Awards, and we were going to the Grammy Awards celebration. And we're staying at the La Park Hotel, and I forgot something, so I had to go back to the hotel, and I was in a limo and all that. We went back to the hotel, and when I was going in, another limousine was coming out, and they sort of passed, and it stopped, and rolled down the window, and it was Prince. He said, Andre. I was like, hey man, what's up? He said, I like the song, it's good. He said, you might want to put some changes in it though. I was like, put some changes in it. it's #1. And I was like, I think it's good. I said, as a matter of fact, we're on our way to the Grammys right now because she's up for Best New Artist. So, you know. So yeah, no, it was, we used to, I mean, we were always very competitive. So coming from him, you know, it was a compliment, put it that way.
Super special. All right, any other message or memory you'd like to share? Just something that impacted you?
You know, message-wise, just from Jody's standpoint, is, you know, determination, you know, and focus, you know, is how you get things done. She's always very focused, very determined, you know, I guess sharing a story is, you know, every artist, you know, really is into what they do as artists and really gets into their vibe, you know, has their own special place where they go and they find that zone where they can really kind of write music. You know, I know for me, I used to always love to find some high point somewhere, a nice hill or some really outdoorsy kind of thing. And, you know, I know at my house, when Prince was staying at my house, he was always writing in the basement. So, you know, but for Jody, she would write in the bathroom. She would always she'd be in the bathroom, like, you know, cassettes and, you know, notepad, you know, little cassette recorder. And that's where she wrote all her stuff, which is amazing to me. I just, you know, it just seemed like it had a magic for her. It was cool. Yeah, I always respected that.
Man, that's amazing. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
We love this and learning more about Jody and your relationship and your experiences.
Thank you.
So thank you so much.
So I just want to say congratulations, and I want to say happy birthday, Jody, and I want to thank you for having me. You know, I think this is a beautiful celebration. It's going to be an amazing show. I want to also say you're beautiful inside and out. Always have been, always will be. You know, I think that, you know, a lot of artists need to thank you for a lot of the stuff you've done. Yeah, I think, you know, congratulations. Happy birthday.